Exposure can mean a few things in photography, but I'm talking about the technical side of your camera today. Exposure is when you open up the camera to the light for a given amount of time and through a certain size hole. Your sensor is exposed to the light, and depending on how much you let in depends on how your photograph comes out. If you expose your sensor to too much light, it will bleach out your photograph and won't produce a nice image. On the other hand, if you don't expose it long enough, your shot will look very dark and it won't be usable. The word exposure is thrown around a lot in photography, but generally it'll be used when you either get a good exposure, or your exposure is too dark, or you've underexposed your photo, or if you've overexposed your photo. So it's to do with the amount of light you let your sensor see. Now, a good exposure will give you the colors and tones needed for a good shot, but a good exposure isn't necessarily a good photograph. It is just when you have correctly set the settings in your camera for the given amount of light at the time that you take that photograph. Now, for some home photography projects, click on this link next. And if you want to photograph the stars, click on this tutorial down here. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for weekly tutorials in photography. I'll see you next time.